The real problem isn't her indecision or her pulling back of the love that you're truly seeking. It is about your willingness to accept second place. And in today's video, I am going to pull back the curtain. I am going to show you how to spot the signs that you are the backup guy. And most importantly, how to step out of that role for good and be the main character of your relationship. Good day, my friends. Hey, I'm Dwayne Klassen, the coach for Remarkable Men. And if you're brand new to the Remarkable Man Project, welcome. We're here to give you the tools, the resources, and the unvarnished truth of what it takes to be a remarkable man in today's crazy, upside down clown show world that we find ourselves in. At no other time in our history, brothers, does this world need remarkable men. My question to you is, will you be one of them? Say yes and subscribe today. Gentlemen, in today's video, my promise to you is that by the time you are done, you're going to know exactly where you stand and how to draw the line with the woman in your life where you are not the main prize. You want to stay to the very end because I got some powerful nuggets that's going to change your trajectory. All right. Have you ever felt that you are doing everything right, by the numbers inside your relationship?
And I'm not sleeping very well at all. And all my sweaters are snagged. I mean, all of them.
Yeah, that sounds really hard.
It is. Thank you. Ow!
Oh, come on.
Ow.
If you would just...
Don't!
But somehow she still keeps you confused in this gray zone. The sex isn't quite where you know it could be. The intimacy isn't quite where you know it could be. You are perhaps getting 70 to 80% of all of who she is. Is that happening? I mean, you're available, you're attentive, yet she treats you like an option. Does she text you when she's bored or doesn't have something better to do? Does she call you when her plans fall through? Or does she flirt just enough to keep you on a string, but yet she never fully chooses you? Now, you might be considering that I am focused on men that are dating and they are trying to solidify something more than what they're experiencing. But sadly, this truth happens in relationships, commitments, and long-term marriages. Men are stuck in this world of apathy inside a relationship container that they thought they'd find love and closeness and their true ride or die. But that couldn't be further from the truth. It is incredibly painful when you find yourself in this situation. So what most men typically do is they buy into the pop culture narrative of what men should do and how they should show up. They double down. They get more patient. They're more accommodating. They become more emotionally available, hoping that she's going to come around, and yet she never does. And here's downside number one to that, is that this behavior only reinforces her own behavior. She knows that you're not going anywhere. You're safe. You're secure. So there's no urgency, there's no desire, and sadly, there's very little respect coming from her. And downside number two is that it gets even worse because it chips away at your self-worth. And when that happens, you start questioning your value and you start to play smaller just to stay in her orbit, just to stay around her, be able to tell the world that you've got something. But it's all an illusion. And I'm going to give you a little bit of unvarnished truth here. If you snagged your dream girl, now I'm talking at an 8 or better, and you believe you've won the lottery, that this woman is just the one, and somehow, some way, society has forgotten her, and you lucked out and you got this amazing goddess in your life. The more attractive she is, the more options she's had in her life. And when she's come to you, you are certainly not the number one choice. Now, I know that can hurt. And it may seem like there is a lot going on here for you to slide in and make things amazing for her. She's got options. And the one she's truly wanted didn't want her on some level, whatever it was. So there is a lot that you need to uncover in order for you to truly be grounded in this space. And what men tend to do, and I've done this too, that when you've got the prize, you tend to behave like you've got the prize. And she feels it. She's been with men. I mean, come on. Everywhere she goes, there's going to be a man that says, hey, are you single? Are you in a relationship? What are you doing with that guy? I can show you the world. She's had that. And you feel like you're the one, but you've got to act like you're the one. You've got to act like this is a natural flow of your life, the natural evolution of your life, that you got your shit together, that you're truly being a remarkable man. And because of that, you've manifested this goddess into your life, a queen, because you're being a king. And that's the energy that you must have if this is to be sustainable. If it's not, good Lord, that you're definitely an option in her life. So I want to share with you the solution. And it is requiring you to really step boldly into the remarkable man that you are. Everything about you, the remarkable man within, has to be your main character. A remarkable man doesn't chase certainty, brother. He commands it. He lives by a code that if I'm not your first choice, then I'm not in the running here. In other words, never make someone a priority when you are an option in their life. I say this all the time, and it is a maxim that you've got to live by. This clarity puts you back in control. And ironically, it often makes her take notice in who you are. So I want you to take some tactical steps here. And number one is to pull back and observe. Watch for her bids of affection. Are you the one that is always contributing and throwing these bids of affection out there? And how often is she initiating those bids of affection? If it's off, you know that you're not her number one. You are the backup plan. Yeah. So does she pursue or does she disappear? Step number two, you're going to have to cut off the emotional girlfriend privileges. Like you are not going to be the rock for her on a consistent basis, only to be the doormat. No, there's got to be reciprocity. You have to put yourself first too, that you have needs, wants, and desires. Express them. Step number three is always express your values and your boundaries. These are your standards. Tell her that you don't want maybes. You don't want ambiguity. You want something solid. You don't want to know that, hey, if this is a flirt or if this is something that you're misinterpreting, hell no. You want it to be grounded in sexual tension. You want it to be there because intimacy is there and it's driving the bus. You want to be able to tell yourself and to tell her that you want a woman that knows what she wants and communicates that. And number four is to reinvest in yourself. Make yourself the priority. Yes, she's important in your life. Yes, the relationship requires you to put fuel into it. But like I've said many times before, you've got to put your own oxygen mask on first before you can help anyone else. Get your fitness right. Get your finances right. Get your personal development right. Get around your brothers. Create that tribe of masculine energy. When you start focusing on yourself and getting all the aspects of who you are as a remarkable man right, and that becomes your primary focus, that becomes incredibly sexy. That becomes incredibly attractive to her because she knows she's not your main priority. You've got a life of your own. And that comes back to those values and boundaries. Once she knows you have values and boundaries, it becomes incredibly attractive. My brothers, this is an incredibly deep conversation about you standing up for yourself and being the primary character in your life. It's not just about relationships. This is about you and checking in with how you are putting yourself last in your relationship world, your family, your business, your finances, all these things. You've got to draw a line in the sand and you've got to invoke this energy of the remarkable man as you define him. And as you do, you'll start to ignite that authentic masculine power. But you've got to make yourself a priority first. If you're single right now, do this long before you start getting on the dating apps. Do not put yourself out there until you get other aspects of your life right. Be the remarkable man so that by the time you start dating, she sees you as a champion. She sees you as that guy that can light the fire within her because you've got the fire already. And if you're in a relationship where it is just stagnant energy and you can feel that you are second, something else is going on there, then you have got to draw a line and say, it ends today. This energy has to go. And you do this by creating a plan for your life. I've done videos about this before, that you have got to create a plan for your life, 6 months, a year out, that you are switching. Because a lot of women, when you say, I am changing, they just go, oh, that would be nice. That's awesome. And they know full well that you're not going to. It's an empty promise. This is why it's so important that you focus on yourself. Show her that you're going to the gym. Show her that you are doing things for yourself. And as you do, you can start flirting a little bit more from this place, not from this place. And as you do, she will start to see you as the main character. Because right now, she does not. And if you want anything to change, you cannot wait for her to make the change. Because as you know, feminine or female nature is not about accountability. So they are the responder. You are the initiator. It's just the way it is. I wish it was, different. I could give you something that says, just do this and wait, and she'll come to you and apologize and make everything right. That's a fantasy, and you know it. You've got to be the initiator if you want change. If you want help with that, then I highly encourage you to reach out and book your breakthrough strategy session. Let's have a powerful conversation about where you want a breakthrough, whether it's in your relationship, whether it's you striving for the remarkable life, or you igniting your authentic masculine power. You deserve to live that remarkable life. Reach out and book your call today. And of course, join the Remarkable Man Project School community. This is your community of brothers. And every day I am posting resources, tools, and of course, the unvarnished truth. You need to be the remarkable man in today's world. And get a copy of my groundbreaking book, The Remarkable Man, Champions to Women, Here's the Children, and Brothers to Each Other. It's a true game changer. You can get your copy on Amazon today. Link in the comments. Gentlemen, like I said at the beginning, we're in this crazy upside down clown show agenda world. What this world needs is men leading from their authentic masculine power. What this world needs are remarkable men. My question to you is, will you be one of them? Say yes and join us today. Gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your day and be good to yourself. Remember, you're not alone on the journey. At the Remarkable Man Project, we've got your back. All the best. Cheers.